Hey, what's going on? This is Marcos. Today, I want to take you on another behind-the-scenes look at a recent video shoot. For this one, we captured interviews of college students in their cap and gown. In my last behind-the-scenes video, I advised how important it is to visit the location beforehand. However, we were handed this room 3 days before the actual shoot, and I couldn't take the trip down there to scope it out. When I showed up, I had to quickly assess the room and decide in what direction I was going to shoot. When deciding, you want to be aware of any reflections that might be casted by windows, picture frames, or in this case, a whiteboard. Also, some windows are pretty dirty and you want to avoid them. The room was filled with tables and chairs, so we had to move them and stack them so we could create space for all the equipment. I decided to shoot at an angle because I don't like shooting up against a wall. When you shoot it at an angle, it creates depth in the room and it looks much better in my opinion. Sometimes you just have to make a decision and run with it because there's not much time to set up. Once I picked our background, it's off to the races. I always like to start by taking out all my light stands, tripods, and C-stands because I want to see where everything is going to be. After setting those up, we turned off all the overhead fluorescent lighting. As our main key light, I used a D&O bicolor LED panel because it is super powerful and so easy to set up. It comes in a very nice carrying case and it only takes about a minute to set up since it only needs one cable. The D&O Light is bicolor and dimmable, so we can dial in the exact intensity and look we need. I did put extra diffusion on top of it to soften the light even more. We were working in a really tight room and an LED panel like this one doesn't take up much space. I purposely didn't bring the aperture 120D with the light dome because it takes up more space and it takes longer to set up. We were on a tight schedule, so we had to move quickly as well. The great thing about the D&O Light is that it has the metal backing which dissipates the heat. So even though we were there shooting for like 3 hours, the light never got hot. I placed a 5A1 reflector on the opposite side of the key light to fill in the shadows. I also used my Bolt 250 as a hair light to add some dimension. Since the background was too dark, I had to bring up the exposure by lighting it with my Intelitech Canon spotlight. The Intelitech is quite nice because it is directional, so there's minimal spill to other areas of the room. We shot this with my Sony a7 III and the Sony FS7 as a B cam. I'm learning how to properly expose the FS7 using SLR3, so I did not make it my main shot even though the color rendition and quality on it is superior to the Sony a7 III. For audio, we ran a boom mic on a C-stand. We ran the XLR to my Beach Tech Micro Pro, which goes into my Sony a7 III. I could have run the audio straight to the FS7, but I wanted the audio to go straight into my main angle, which was the Sony a7 III. This was a very basic run and gun shoot, and I wish we could have used more practical lights and fixtures, but there was literally nothing we could have used. This is one of those situations where you just have to work with what you have and make the best of it. If you have any questions regarding this setup or why I did what I did, please let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer any questions. All the equipment that I use will be listed in the description. A huge thanks to D&O Lighting for sending this light out to me. I love the case that it comes with and I truly enjoyed using it. If you like this kind of content, please make sure to like and subscribe. As always, thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you on the next one.